Hello everybody. You're about to see a video of a super awesome fish that I prepped out. Took a lot longer than I thought, but that's the way it goes sometimes. It is a Eurypholis boisieri, predatory fish, commonly known as the VIPER fish, from Lebanon. Middle Cretaceous, so I'm just going to say 100 million years old. And all the problems I run into, how I correct those problems or battle those problems, you're about to see. I hope you enjoy the video. I had fun making it. And a couple more things. This fish is by far the largest one of these species of fish that I have ever seen. So nice to have the privilege to be able to prep it out. And two, it is so freaking awesome, you better put the kids out and close the doors. Their eyes will not be able to handle it. I had fun making it. Okay, here's the Christmas present I got. I've been thinking about it ever since I got it. I'm going to unwrap it and see what it is. Dang, that is some tough ribbon. Okay, there she is. Now on the more serious side, I'm hoping this tells me it's going to be a gigantic Eurypholis. I don't think it is, but I'm hoping it is. I'll find out when I get some really distinctive features and figure out what it is. But I'm going to start prepping this today and see how far I can get. Okay, stylus, all nice and sharp, ready to go. I've drawn along the backbone of this fish, so that all I have to do is glance at the with my optivisor. I'm very close to the fish, so all I gotta do is look at this line and know where I'm at. I'm going to uncover half this backbone and take this part of the rock off. And I'm probably going to glue the backbone onto the fish because the backbone always scares me. Hopefully that way I can save it. Anyways, here goes nothing. Okay, there's the top of the side of the vertebra all the way to the tail vert. Now I'm going to, and that didn't take long, this rock is coming off pretty nice, at least for these bigger bones. The smaller bones I don't know yet. I'm going to try to follow this outline, and I'm just dying to see what's underneath right here where my finger is. I'm just dying to see that. Anyways, I'm going to take this off, See what happens. I might be able to tell what kind of fish this is once I take that part off. I'm so damned excited right now I can hardly stand it. I was hoping for 3 big diamond-shaped bones alongside behind the head, all along the back. And there's 1, there's 2, and a beginning of a 3rd. Jeez, look at, I'm shaking so much with nervousness. Anyways, I've slowed down. You can take eraser to try to clean up the really small stuff on some of these bones. These 3 bones, what I'm doing. So I'm gonna try to find this one and then work my way over that way. But holy crap, am I? This is so neat. I've wanted one of these since the 1990s, and they're usually this big. This one is an absolute giant. It's a Grandaddy. It's the largest one in the freaking world. Okay, well maybe not, but damn is it big. Whoo-hoo. That's a double thumbs up for this guy. Holy moly. Good morning, everybody. I got pretty excited yesterday, so I called it quits. Didn't want to make any mistakes, even though I still will. But today I'm going to go back here. This dorsal is behind these 3 bony plates somewhere. And I'm going to work my way down the body, or the edge of the body, the top of the ventral side, and do this tail. Hopefully I have a good tail. If I got a good tail, I know I got a pretty good jaw. Wish it was open, but it's not. So guy was telling me today that the teeth, some of these teeth, this thing has some ferocious teeth, maybe outside the jaw. So anyways, I'll find out. Okay, got the top of the body all done, or pretty much done. See if I can zoom in here, right? You want to look at this area right here. This is where the dorsal is supposed to be taken off. And I'm not a bit worried about it, actually. I don't know if you can see that or not. These little tiny bones are the beginnings of the dorsal fin. And they look a little bit, they don't look right, so they're starting to scare me. Anyways, I'm going to tack that later. I'll go just a little bit deeper, a little bit out here, a little bit deeper, see if I can find these bones taken off. But right now I'm going to work on this tail. That's got me worried too, but hopefully it's in really good shape, because you want the snout to the tail. If the dorsal's not so good, I'd rather have a bad dorsal than a bad tail. Anyways, on to the tail. As you can see, these tailbones, at least this ventral side, very well articulated here, so that's pretty nice. Little spot here that's out of place, but not bad so far. Slow and easy. I'll take my this sharpened chainsaw file and clean all this up when I've got it all kind of roughed out, and hopefully the bottom is going to be as good as this side. Wish me luck.
I am just exposing the tops of these small little tiny fin bones, and I worry about the rock in between those and attack those later with my sharpened chainsaw file.
Oh man, absolute disappointment. This leading ray bone here just comes to a stop. This is some disarticulation going on in this tail. Oh, it's disappointing. The way it is though, at least there's stuff there. It's better to have stuff there than nothing. So I'm gonna just forget that for now and go up here, see if I can find this dorsal fin. Wish me luck, because that doesn't look too promising either. Okay. Dorsal fin's coming out much better than I had anticipated, which is, I guess, a trade-off for this bottom part of the tail. The way it goes, I guess. It sucks, but it's still going to be a pretty dang cool fish when it's all said and done. But I've got no more concentrational powers left in me. I'm tired. I'm going to call it quits, and I will see everybody in the morning. Fins are tough. You got to go slow and easy. You can see this is all I'm doing is roughing this out. With this tool here, I'll go by and finally scrape and clean those up nice and neat. Well, I'll do that with the whole fish. But fins are tough, and this is an easy one. Thank goodness. Okay, my concentrational powers are starting to be shot. This fin I did a bit of work on, and this fin I did a bit of work on, and that's already an hour. That's how slow going that stuff is. So bugger that for now. I'm going to get this side of the backbone. I'm trying to figure out where the pectoral fin is at. Pectoral? You ever say a word and all of a sudden it doesn't make sense? Anyways, I know there's a fin down here somewhere. There's a bump here, that's why I put a mark there. I'm going to see what happens. Anyways, I'm pretty sure this backbone's not going to go anywhere, so I'm not going to glue that side of it. Back to work. There's some stuff overlaying some of these backbones, these vertebrae. I've had to stop and glue twice now just to try and save what I can. But as you can see, it's slow going. Got a ways to go. I'm going to go down this whole entire backbone, then I'm going to go down again on the far side there.
The rock was actually popping off this backbone quite nicely, just the way every preparator likes it. But little did I know that it was going to get really, really sticky later on in other parts of this fish.
Okay, there's one pass. All the tops are done now. Now I'm going to go down the other side with another pass. And then I should be on this side of the fish, the belly side. What will I find? Okay, that's not working as I had hoped it would work. As I was just coming down this other side here, I had little tiny pieces of bone coming off, which is very aggravating. So I had to stop and glue. Then I decided that I would take this sharpened chainsaw file, sharpened to a very sharp point, and clean up this side of the vertebra. And then I'm going to glue that, and then I'm going to let it set for 24 hours. Then I'll tack the other side, and hopefully I won't lose any bone. That's my plan of attack anyways. Okay, that's about all I'm going to do with this sharpened chainsaw file. There's a whole bunch of bones on top of these vertebrae a little bit here and there, and I could clean those off, but I don't want to expose the vertebra nice and clean. But no, this Mother Nature put those there, so I'm going to leave them there. Anyways, I'm going to glue that up like so. And then go all the way down to the tail end, and then I'm just going to let that dry for a whole day. Dang, Ola. A lot more work than I thought it was going to be. Anyways, I made a pass on this side of the top side of the verts, or the dorsal side. I'm going to do that again, make another pass. I'm going to try to save these things right here. That can be tough. Might have to kind of like pedestal those things so that they stay in place. But I'm still not down to the other side. So that's going to take another good hour of work. Okay, I've now made this pass here. I'm down to the other side, this ventral side of this fish. I don't know what these processes are. They're certainly not neural spines, unless these things have been twisted, but I don't think so. I'm going to now see if I can find the belly of this beast and the pectoral fin, which they have it drawn right here on the rock. That must be what that pencil mark is from, but that doesn't, well, I don't know. I'll find out. Wish me luck. Okay, this is going to take a lot longer than I thought. Got my sharpened chainsaw file, oil stone. I keep this baby super sharp, and I've already cleaned up this area, a little bit of this area, but it's some very slow growing stuff, this. I wasn't expecting this, but it happens. Oh, you still got to be careful. The rock is harder than the bone. If the bone was really hard and the rock was soft, I could use the air abrasive and just clean this up immaculately, but that's not going to happen. It all has to be done by hand tools. So anyways, this is going to take a while, so I'll show you some progress in a couple hours. Well, I've sharpened this thing about 3 times now to keep it sharp. I've gone from here. I did a little bit of work on the tail. As you can see, that's a bit cleaner. That's an hour's worth of work. I'm going to try to do another hour and get up to here maybe somewhere, and by then my arm and hand will be aching and I'm going to have to call it quits and take a day or 2 off. This fish is going to take some serious hours. Oh, Jesus. Okay, there's one more section. Not quite cleaned up and done, but that's close. Each and every one I have to do that. And somewhere, I don't know where, these little dark spots in between these spines coming down is going to stop. Somewhere the belly has to start. So anyways, I'm going to call it quits. My hand is aching. Boy, oh boy. The farther I get along this way up towards the head, up towards the belly of this fish, the harder the rock becomes, where it's actually bending the very tip of my sharpened chainsaw file here. So I'm not sure what to do now. I don't know where my microscribe is. I'm going to have to do an all-out search for it, I think. I think that's the only way I'm able to save that. So I'm going to take my other scribe and scrape off all this rock, rough it out, see if I can find out where this pectoral is and work that out. Worry about this later. Okay, made some very slow progress here. Lost this piece of bone. Whoop, get rid of that rock. Lost this little piece of bone here. I got it up here though. I might be able to save that. Extremely hard rock here, and I mean super hard rock. This wouldn't even touch it, this tool of mine. I hit this when I'm assuming it started the belly, and it just started popping off as easy as you please. Not sure what this is. Just minding my own business, having fun, cruising over here, and bam, this pops off. So I tried to put some glue on there to put it back on, and I put it back on, but way too much glue. Jeez, what a mess. I even got glue on the rock. Yeah. Oh man, when they say stuff happens, stuff happens. Anyways, I should have just been a little bit more careful. Anyways, that's got a cure for 24 hours, and I'll clean that up. At least I saved it. That's the important thing. I figured since stuff was drying up here, curing that kind of good stuff, why not work on the tail? As you can see, it's nicely cleaning up, but when you get down to this really tiny small stuff, it starts falling apart on you kinda. Anyways, I thought somebody would like to see this, but it's just a matter of going super slow. I do mean super slow and tedious. I don't know if you can see how some of that's absolutely popping off. But when it's popping off, you hope it's popping off the bone and not taking bone with it like it did right here in this little tiny spot. It's always kind of scary. So as you can see, that's gonna, tails and fins, they take some time if you want them to turn out nice, or at least hopefully nice. I've had some tails where you just cannot save them. I put this off for the last few days, almost a week actually. I'm gonna try to clean up this belly, find this anal fin and this pectoral fin, which is here somewhere. I'm not sure what that is going on, but I'm going to try to clean all this up, find these two fins, and see how far I can get. A little bit nervous since I don't exactly know where this anal fin is at, but we'll see what happens. Luckily, I've got some stuff to follow here, because this is some tough going stuff. And for whatever reason, this rock here gets really hard. See that? Took that little tiny piece of bone off. Just super aggravating stuff. Just gotta go super slow. It's the only way to get through this, I guess, at least for me. It's the way I do it. So, geez. I'll see you in an hour or two. Okay, see if I can show you what I found. I had to dig pretty deep and I was getting rather worried, but I found that little tiny spot right there. And that's part of the, oh, Jesus. Sorry about that. See if that'll focus in. Right there. That's part of the anal fin. So these start somewhere about here and end probably about right there and then come out. So at least I found it. Feel much better. Just hope it's all there. Okay, now you can see all those little tiny starts of that fin. Let's see if I can, hopefully you can see that. All these little tiny bones here. That's where the anal fin is. So, I feel so much better finding that. Slow and easy is what they say, you bet. Okay, there's 3.5 hours and my hand is absolutely aching. Can't do this like I used to, but that's pretty much the fish roughed out except for the head, which it still scares me, especially those where those teeth are going to be. So a lot of cleanup with the sharpened chainsaw file for all these fins. I did a little bit more work back in here. Haven't touched this yet. Got to clean this up yet, and then I'll get over to the head and hopefully find some nice monster massive teeth. teeth for this baby. Anyways, that's it for today. Whew, that's tough on the fingers. Anyways, I'm going to clean all this up. Then I'm going to go in that direction and work on the front of this fish. See if I can work on that skull. Okay, that cleaned up fairly nicely. The tippy tips of these fin bones aren't really too good, but that's what it is. I think I'm going to go on to this anal fin and clean that up before I attack the head. I got a bunch of area here to clean, really hard rock. I'm not sure what to do about that yet. Got to still clean up this pectoral fin over here. A bit more work there. There's just work everywhere. Everywhere you look at this fish, there's something to be done. Anyways, but it's getting there. Plus, it's a damn cool fish. I do that a lot. Keep that tip sharp. Okay, that's pretty much cleaned up. I did another one of these sections. I call each area between two of these bones a section, but man, these bones are tough to save. I don't know if you can see that or not, but there's a couple in there that aren't quite whole. Anyways, I'm off to the head of this creature. Now I'm scared. As slow as it's going, with my air scribe turned down almost as low as it can possibly go, I'm making great progress, even though it's like in slow motion. Pretty tricky to get around past these gill plates that are kind of like layered. Stop and glue to save everything I can. You can see right there I lost a little piece, and right there I lost a piece. Disappointing, but overall that's some good savage there. Yes, it is. I just invented a new word, I think. Anyways, I passed all the difficulty stuff, and well, there's more to come, but this should go a little bit faster. Shouldn't be so much stuff in the way, I hope. Fingers crossed. Skulls are tough. These are like potholes and canyons with this Optivisor number 10 that magnifies everything. This is pretty well, very contoured. Anyways, it's very cool too. I probably should have shown you guys, the viewers, this earlier, but something was just throwing me off big time on the head of this fish, and I didn't know what the heck was going on until it finally dawned on me that there was a little fish. This is what's left of it right here. But he was laying here like that. Little tiny fish, probably about that big. So anyways, he's gone. And that mystery has been solved. I wish I would have brought that up sooner. Anyways, I'm doing some fantastic work on the head of this fish, this skull here. Lots of cleanup on the whole fish, but by golly, I'm getting there. A couple more prep sessions. This baby is going to be done. Okay, it's the day to find teeth, I hope. This lower jaw is going deeper in the rock than this upper jaw, so I'm thinking that some of these teeth may be on top of this lower jaw. So I'm going to take this little area right here, take my sweet tongue, and hopefully find some teeth. and not destroy them. This is going to be scary. So not a lot of rock to remove, but that could easily take me an hour or so. I really don't know. Here goes nothing. Some light would help. This is going to take a while, so I won't bore you with all this slow motion rock removal. Well, there's roughly half an hour. I'm just guessing. I don't know what time I started. I can see some stuff coming off this upper jaw. Really not too impressed at the moment. I cleaned up this a little bit. I'm going to follow this jaw and clean that up a bit and see if I can find some bottom teeth. I don't know if I can reach those or not. Wish me luck, but I can't believe all that little tiny piece of rock I removed just took me about 30 minutes. But that's the way it is, the way it goes. Get a load of that jaw. Jesus, it's called I'm going to call that the never-ending jaw. I'm finding some teeth here. Now I gotta go real slow. Maybe dig that out a little bit. Go real slow and keep finding. Get these teeth a little more exposed and hopefully find some more bottom stuff. Anyway, and this is getting real sticky down here, which sucks. But what do you do? That's Mother Nature. So I'm going to do some very fine detail work. This is going to take some time. This is looking a whole lot more impressive. Look at all those effing teeth. Holy moly. Sorry for the effing. I don't know if you can see there, not the little tiny spot down there, that's a tooth. And right there's another tooth. So I've still got 2 more teeth to find or to expose over here. That's looking pretty good. Except for my hand is getting very achy. I'm constantly grabbing onto this thing and just anyways, I'm quite happy with what's going on. I mean, obviously it'd be nice if that mouth was open, but Mother Nature is that's what she gave me, and that's what I'm working with. I'm going to now take my sharpened chainsaw file and do detail work from the nose all the way to the tail, and just start doing a bunch and bunches of cleanup. You can see this white stuff here. I can already tell that I can take some of that off and expose brown, just like that. I've got fins to clean up, to finish up. Just all kinds of little tiny things that can be done to make the overall appearance of this fish better than it is already, which I have to say is pretty freaking awesome at the moment. And it's gonna look better, but it was a good couple of hours of cleanup. Okay, that's a lot of cleanup. I'm getting that indentation in my finger from holding this thing for so long, and my hands are just absolutely aching, so I'm going to call it quits. But tomorrow, the next day, I'm going to do all the edges on this fish. I'm going to edge it out first with my air scribe, this thing, and then with the rotary tool, and clean up these edges super nice. And what I'm going to do with these areas right here, I don't know yet. That is extremely hard rock. Why it's so hard there, I don't know, but it is. But that's looking like a pretty nice fish. Okay, this morning I'm going to try to take my air scribe and rough out all these tool marks around the entire fish, everything at the same angle, and then hopefully clean it up with this. I put on a brand spanking new grinder to make very sharp edges where it meets the fish. Hopefully don't hit the fish. And for the tighter areas, I'll use a barrel sander. So, put my glove on. A bit cold here today, but in 2 days it drops down to minus 22, and then it's just too cold to come out here. I can't keep it warm. But hopefully I'll have this fish done by then. Using the edge of the stylus, not the point. You can see the difference of smoothing that out and taking out these tool marks, and it makes the whole fish, the whole job look a lot better. So I won't bore you with all the going around everything. Show you what it looks like when I'm done. And there, that took twice as long as I thought it would, but that's the way everything is when you start fossil prepping. Anyways, that's the air scribing. That looks pretty good, but this will make it better. That's what I'm going to do next. So I got to set this up so I can get this angle not too bad. But I'll be back. Oh, geez, easy here, Ronald. It's tough to get everything into place and show you what's going on here. Oh, Jesus. I don't know if you can see that, but I hit the fish right there. Little tiny scrape. Oh, I hate that. Anyways, I'm going to go all the way around this fish, all around the edges, and clean that up really good. And that's going to look pretty nice. I might just finish this today. We'll see. Okay, I've edged this fish. It's not perfect, but it looks pretty good, if you ask me. I might not be the right person to ask since I'm kind of biased. I'm going to wash this rock up before I do all the detail work on this fish. And then I might sauce it up. Sauce it up was with glyptol and acetone. It's what I've been using for 31, 32 years. Some people don't like it. I don't care. It's what I use. I like it. Anyways, I'm going to wash this rock. Hopefully it'll come out better than it is. It's got a bunch of slurry on it from when it was cut. It's been cut here. It's been cut here. So, here goes nothing. See if I can get this rock a little bit cleaner. I'm going to try to keep this stuff off the fish because that fish had a lot of areas that needed gluing. Just to hold it together. Sometimes you got to stop and glue. The old stop and glue technique has saved many pieces of all kinds of fossils I've done over the years. Okay, then I'm going to take this one, a really good scrubber. That's not coming out as good as I thought it would. Oh, that is mildew our areas, or whatever they are. They're not mildew, it's, I don't know what it is, magnesium maybe? Trying not to touch the fish. Man, that's just not coming clean up there. Believe you me, I'm using pressure. That's where I got glue on the rock. That sucks. What do you do? Bit of a speed up, dry. Not that I really need that, but one of the habits I do. Oh, that didn't come out near as clean. It's cleaner, but not what I was hoping for. You can see there's some fractures in the rock. Okay, I'm going to take my sharpened chainsaw file and go over this with a fine-tooth comb and just get every little tiny bit I can finally find. I don't know if you can see that difference there. I can because I did it, but that used to be all white. Now it's brown because it's bone. I'm going to clean it up and then sauce it up. This baby's going to be done, and then another rock out of the garage. The old pencil eraser trick. I've already done these ones. You can see how there's just some stuff on there, some discoloration stuff. Take your pencil eraser. You can see how much nicer that looks just with that. I'm doing this kind of gently, don't want to take any extra bone off. But, and I hope you can see that, don't know if you can or not, but that actually does quite a number for just a few seconds. What I mean by quite a number is quite a good job. Clean that up a bit. I don't know if you can see that or not, but I'm going to do this bit of a tail way up here. I don't know if you can see that. I'm pretty bad at that. I'm now going to sauce this up with my Gliptol. I got 3 different tips of brushes. All art brushes. We use a small one for little small areas, and even these I don't know if you can see the shrimp here or not off in the corner here. I'm gonna do these shrimp. I'm gonna do this shrimp down here. I'm even gonna do the little tiny fish just so it pops a little bit. Why not? So I'll show you what it looks like in about, I'm gonna guess, 25 minutes. And now it's on the wall. Got a bit of wall left to fill up, but it'll happen. I got plenty of fish to hang.